Hello, I'm Meganova, and I was thinking, I made a reaction video on her Champion reveal trailer, so I guess I might as well also, now that she's gotten a page up on the universe, on the LoL universe page, that I should also make one here. Actually, I'm still gonna be needing headphones for this. I just realized because there's some videos with some sound as well. So let's see. Turn this on. There we go. Just waiting for it to actually be there.
Powering on, mic off.
There we go. Okay. So here she is, looking all adorable and curious as her name implies. So, who is she? That depends. Who are you? A shapeshifter from a long-lost tribe of Astia, Neeko watches the world with wide eyes and endless curiosity, always looking for something new to be. She may not seem dangerous at first glance, but keep a close eye on her. With Neeko, things are never quite as they appear. So, of course, that is alluding to her ability to transform and so forth. Which is actually just straight up her passive. Passive, inherent glamour. Or glamour? I guess glamour. Neeko can disguise herself to appear as an ally champion, damaging or taking damage from enemy champions or casting either Blooming Burst or Tangle-barbs, breaks the illusion and increases the cooldown. So I did watch this earlier, but I realized I should maybe make a video on this too. So here we go, it's just 11 seconds. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the whole thing where it's like there's no actual transition. She just, boom, becomes them. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that, but then again, it probably makes it a more useful ability. Because you risk that maybe you turn into somebody, but you're in the bush, but somebody walks in on you while you're in the bush. So they know that is you. And depending on who you transformed into, they might try to run off. Or try to attack you. So if you were transforming into someone who's really dangerous, if they run in on you, they might just run off, being scared that you might hurt them if they're maybe low on health or whatever. So, yeah, I can definitely see that would probably, from a gameplay perspective, that's probably a better choice. Okay, her Q. Blooming Burst. Neeko propels a seed into a target area which blooms and damages enemies. If the burst kills an enemy or damages a champion or large monster, it will bloom again up to 2 times. And here, large monster, that is a bit alluding to that she's probably gonna be good in the jungle. That didn't do much on the minion. Ah, okay, yeah, so even if it just kills a minion, which means she will probably be a fairly decent mid or top laner as well. And that's just gonna be good for CSing. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, if it just hits the champion, it will do it again. So you actually, that's really good in laning because you're gonna be able to poke the enemy champion while at the same time pushing the lane. So that's actually really good. Well, assuming that you want to push the lane in whatever situation you're in, but yeah, that could actually be pretty good. So she can function as a mid or top laner. Or probably more mid, because I don't think she's going to be very tanky. Okay, so Shape Splitter. I've read that as Shape Shifter at first, but yeah, Shape Splitter. Okay, so that has a passive component. And an active. Passive. Every third basic attack. Yay! Gotta love those. Every third basic attack, or fourth basic attack, resonates with spiritual energy, dealing bonus magic damage and briefly increases Neeko's movement speed. Okay, well, it doesn't say specifically to champions or anything, so yeah, that will work in the jungle. Active. Neeko briefly slips out of sight, becoming invisible, gaining movement speed, and sending a temporary clone of her current form sprinting in a chosen direction. Oh, okay. Okay, so you choose the direction that it will run, and then you can run whatever other way. As was also shown in her trailer video. Yeah, and she can use that while also in another form, which makes sense. It was only her 2 damaging abilities she couldn't do. Or, wait a second, what did it say? Blooming Burst or Tangle-barbs. That's Blooming Burst. That's Tangle-barbs. Okay, so Neeko slings a magical spiral in a direction, damaging and briefly rooting enemies it passes through. Oh. The last champion it hits is rooted longer. Okay. If Tangle-barbs hits at least 2 enemies, it grows in size, speed, and root duration. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Again, this is gonna be good for ganking when you're in the jungle. I did also mention in my other video that she obviously had some CC, and this is her CC ability. But yeah, this is most likely gonna be really good for ganking. In conjunction with her W, because the thing about her W, yes, the whole clone thing is good for her, but it's also the fact that it stealths her for a little while. That also helps with better ganks, obviously. Okay, and her ultimate. Let's see. Okay. Pop Blossom. Neeko begins charging herself with spiritual essence. A moment later, she leaps into the air, gains a shield. Oh, okay. And slows nearby enemies, releasing energy upon landing to massively damage and stun enemies in the area. When disguised by inherent glamour, enemies won't see Neeko's initial charge up. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty interesting. So you can hide the fact that you're about to cast your ult as long as you have taken the form of one of your teammates. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, because obviously enemies would be able to see that she's doing that. Yeah, I'm assuming when it says the initial charge, it's while it's the bit before she jumps. That's what I'm assuming. Playing as Neeko gameplay. Okay, well that's 12 seconds. That's okay. Playing as Neeko. As Neeko, you slip into the skin of your allies to bewilder enemies and surprise them with bursts of colorful primordial magic. Trip up foes you encounter with Tangle-barbs, rooting them within the painful petals of a blooming burst as it flowers again and again. When you're ready to seek out something more exciting, draw on your inherent glamour to mimic the appearance of an ally and scurry off to a new encounter. Once your curiosity startles foes into combat, Use the clone from Shapesplitter to keep opponents confused while you reposition and prepare a special surprise. When you're ready to reveal it was you all along, jump into the middle of the fight with a prismatic pop blossom and leave them all stunned. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a show off of her combo. Yeah, she turns into Renekton. Yeah. Okay. I guess one thing that kind of works against this whole trying to hide is the fact that they can still see your health bar, and her health bar is obviously different to his, as in health amount. I mean, sure, if you're playing like bronze or silver or whatever, that's not a thing most people there would probably notice. But when you're getting to the higher elos, more people are going to be able to notice that stuff. So I'm not sure if maybe on the enemy side they make it so you also copy the health bar. I don't know. I mean, that would make sense. That would make the disguise a lot better, in my opinion. But I don't know what their plans are with that right now. Guess we'll just have to wait and see until he's finally out. Okay, tips and tricks. Neeko's tricks change as she does. Here are a few ways to use the shape-splitting magic of inherent glamour. Copying an ally with melee or shorter range is a sneaky setup for a Tangle-barb and Blooming Burst combo. You'll catch foes who think they're at a safe distance completely by surprise. Yeah, I was actually thinking that as well. That is a pretty good combo to do. Similarly, transform into an ally with a hook and watch as foes outplay themselves trying to hide behind their creeps. Tangle-barbs will still hit them, and they'll be rooted for even longer. Oh, that could be a lot of fun, actually. Yeah. Disguise yourself as your jungler to fake a gank in another lane. Yeah. Foes will burn their escape moves out of instinct or be distracted when the real threat strikes. Alternatively, appear as a low health teammate to bait the enemy into diving you right as you. Okay, so I think this here gives it away that you will be copying the health bar of your teammate. It says that you can appear as a low health teammate, so whatever health bar they have, you will appear to have as well. Like, I know there's probably going to be people out there that obviously they would have thought of that, but you don't know that. Like, there's been plenty of times where things that seemed obvious that they didn't think about and had to implement later or whatever, but that seems to imply that they did have the foresight on this. Coordinate with your team to maximize Neeko's mimicry. Switch with recalling ally to keep opponents wondering who's really in lane, or cast a clutch shape splitter in the midst of battle to befuddle foes with a triple champ guessing game. Is it the real one, Neeko, or the clone? Yeah, I assume you can do a lot of fun stuff with those abilities. I can't wait to try these out. Oops, sorry. I want to become everybody. Who says I cannot? Well, I mean, extras. Okay. I mean, I love this art. She looks freaking adorable. I just want to head pat her. Oh, and this is her first skin. I'm guessing this is a sort of a wintry skin, as if she was from the Freljord. Add-on leak displays. HD screensavers and wallpapers direct to your desktop. Ah, okay. I didn't know that was actually a thing. I'm gonna gonna save that in a tab. One of my hundreds of tabs. Playing out. Well, I'm not gonna be playing right now, but yeah, that seems to be all there really is about her right now. I assume she doesn't have a proper universe page yet. This is just like her intro page. Let's see, universe. Okay. Oh, there is some story. Okay, fuck it. We're already on it here. Let's read her lore while we're at it. Oh, okay, yeah, nope, that is way too bright. Can't deal with that right now. Okay. Yes, it's okay. I'm just gonna. There we go. So you can also read all of it. Might as well read through her lore now that I'm on it already. So, Neeko, the curious chameleon. Neeko was born on a remote and largely unknown island far to the east where the last members of an ancient Vestian tribe remained isolated from the rest of the world. They were called the Ovicat. Ovicat? I'm guessing Uvicat. Okay, Uvicat. And could trace their lineage generation by generation back to the legendary Vestia Shirei, the ancestors of all Vestia. The Uvicat were peaceful beings of unrivaled potential. Their harmonious society blended seamlessly with the spirit realm so that their Shoma, their spiritual essence, could intermingle with their beings through mere proximity, and even help them mimic other physical forms. No secrets existed between the Uvicat, but few were as curious, resilient, or energetic as young Neeko. So I'm guessing she's another one of those. She's actually several hundreds or thousands of years old. Even though she looks like she's, I don't know, 12. She developed a fondness for games, hiding trinkets, and thoughts to see if others could find them. Her inquisitive nature knew no bounds, and she was pure and innocent in her charmed existence. But it was not to last. Cataclysm loomed on the horizon. Thanks to the quick thinking and self-sacrifice of the Uvicat elders, Neeko escaped the death of her homeland. She clumsily took the form of a bird and fled the smoldering destruction, feeling the screams of her people fading into the ethereal gulf between realms. Days later, desperate and exhausted, Neeko plummeted into the sea. She clung to driftwood entirely at the mercy of the current until an odd silhouette rose into view. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, it is a bit chilly. Entirely at the mercy of the current, she could hear voices carrying over the waves, and so so she swam toward the strange structure. Why didn't she just turn into a fish? I mean, she turned into a bird and flew. Why didn't she just turn into a fish? I wonder. Oh well. With the last of her strength, she crept aboard what turned out to be a mercantile vessel destined for a Harrow port. Neeko rested where she could, calling out into the spirit realm for the lost tribe. She felt only scattered, sad echoes in response, and images of towering dead trees that lay somewhere over a fragile horizon. When Neeko emerged from the ship into the city, it was a strange and unfamiliar new world. All her senses tingled. All her senses tingled. Many a creature, even another Uvi cat, might be afraid in that situation, but not Neeko. The society bustled with unique personalities, strangers with a vast array of motives and shapes. This was a place of countless stories and experiences, and it entranced her completely. Well, that seems like me looking at the universe page. I want to read all of it, but I can't find the time. Before she could get far, she was spotted by a Vestayan sailor named Crete. Aha. Is that going to be a character at some point, maybe? Neeko could not understand all his words, but he demanded to know which tribe she belonged to. Neeko reached out with her Shuma, mimicking his face and expression to make her peaceful intentions understood. But Crete did not seem to like this at all. Overwhelmed by his darkening thoughts, Neeko fled into the crowd, altering her shape many times until she escaped. Surrounded by lush tropical greenery in the hinterlands beyond Harrowport, Neeko grappled with her recent experiences. She simply could not understand how anyone might rely solely on words as their singular form of communication. It seemed so limiting. So I guess they just generally use their Shuma, their spirit thing, to communicate with it. I guess they mentioned that earlier, but I have my short-term memory isn't always the best, so sometimes I forget things that I read like 2 minutes ago. Seeking solace, she took on the shape of the sleek jungle cat she encountered among the trees and tried to run with them. Neeko loved being fast and agile, and their bright, keen eyes reminded her of home. Okay, so she does also take on the, physical attributes of things she transforms into. It's not like a purely cosmetic thing. Well, except for it's gonna be in the game, or else it would be something like she could transform to someone and use their abilities. That would be a lot of fun and would add to the stealth aspect of it, but that would probably be too overpowered. Until, quite unexpectedly, the leader transformed into a beautiful, strong, dark-haired woman. With a tense standoff, she introduced herself as Nidalee. Oh, okay, so she's related to Nidalee, apparently. And reluctantly accepted Neeko into the group. Okay, so she has some history with Nidalee, apparently. That's interesting. Neeko hesitated to entrust the truths of the Uvi cat to others, but she felt a deep kinship with Nidalee because she suspected this bestial huntress might share some forgotten connection with the Vestayan race. Their friendship blossomed, and for many months they roamed the wilds together. But the towns and cities, with all their flaws, still called to Neeko. Her ancestors came to her in dreams, showing her the pale branches of those dead trees over and over. The trees needed color to bloom again. Of that much Neeko was certain. She asked her friend to join her in this new journey, but Nidalee could not be persuaded. Crestfallen but determined, Neeko set out alone. Her old life among the Uvi cat may be lost forever, but Neeko envisions a magical future, a larger tribe of like-hearted Vestaya, Yordles, humans, and whatever other creatures might share her dream. As far as she is concerned, everyone has the potential to find a place in her new tribe. She has pledged to seek these souls out, to befriend them, and defend their Shuma with her life. To know Neeko is to love Neeko, and to love Neeko is to be Neeko. Okay, so all around she's just this super wholesome, very cute, ancient Vestaya. Apparently. Okay, yeah, Neeko, Nidalee, and Rengar. I don't know why what Estriel has to do here. I mean, Rengar makes sense since he's also a Vestaya. Nidalee, obviously, because of their backstory together, but, yeah. Updated privacy policy. Well, but is that all there is? Like, she has some lore, but she doesn't really have anything else right now, I guess. Or unless we click here and that's something else. Ah, of course, here's the rest of her page. I don't know why Estriel is a related champion. Okay, let's see. Hailing from a long lost tribe of Vestaya, Neeko can blend into any crowd. I'm just gonna zoom in a bit. Hailing from a long lost tribe of Vestaya, Neeko can blend into any crowd by borrowing the appearances of others, even absorbing something of their emotional state to tell friend from foe in an instant. Oh, okay, that's interesting. No one is ever sure where or who Neeko might be, but those who intend to do her harm will soon witness her true colors revealed and feel the full power of her primordial spirit magic unleashed upon them. Yeah, there's the biography and the game info. Yeah, that's this page, of course. Okay. Well, she seems pretty interesting. I'm very excited to play her once she goes live. I guess she's gonna go live. Like, usually when they reveal a champion like this, it's like, oh, I can never remember. It's like 2 weeks or a month or something before they actually release them. I think it's like a week or two, then she'll... Or maybe she's on the PBE now. I don't know yet. I guess she might be. But yeah, I'm super excited to try her out. Why don't you tell me what you think about her so far down in the comments? And again, if you have any suggestions as to anything I should read or react to or anything, please put it down in the comments as well. Also, I'm kind of considering making my own set of videos where I read different lore. I'm thinking of just straight up doing it like in alphabetical order, or should I do it in like the order of different areas? I don't know yet. I don't know if I'll ever even get to do that. I mean, if you want to watch that, there's already Necrit. You can go watch, I guess. But yeah, that's it for me for this time. And have a good one.